You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. I have got your full weekly roster of juicy spoilers for GH from October 9th all the way through Friday, October 13th. Now, a lot of you guys are frustrated, and I just want to remind you that Tuesday and Wednesday, no, your DVR did not mess up. There was no new episode. It's very strange because they said they were preempting for Major League Baseball, but that was clearly only in certain time zones because here in Central, we got reruns of soaps, but I'm assuming in someone's time zone there was baseball showing. Otherwise, it's a big question of why the heck wasn't our soap on. But no, your DVR isn't broken. It wasn't on either Tuesday or Wednesday. We pick back up on Thursday real quick. I'm going to tell you guys what's happening Thursday and Friday to give you context for the huge roster of spoilers I have for next week. On Thursday, we're going to pick back up with the Sasha and Montague fight to the death there at Ferncliff, where he's trying to inject her with what I can only assume is a toxic overdose of drugs, and she's trying to fight him off. Spencer and Trina talk about their feelings. Tracy lets it slip to Chase that his dad's got ALS. Valentine surprises Anna. Looks like they're still talking at the house. Maybe he's going to ask her to move in. I think he should warn her about his psychotic daughter first, though. Don't you guys think so? All right. Then Sonny threatens someone on Thursday, and I have to guess that it's more Gladys stuff because they should pick back up with that on Thursday. Then on Friday, Anna makes a request of someone. Carly is shaken up about something. Michael and Willow are weighing a decision. Maybe it's whether or not to fly to the island to see his dad's wedding. I don't know. And Christina is really excited about something, and Nina delivers some news to Valentine on Friday. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. And if I said this twice, I'm sorry. All right, let's dig into next week. Monday, October 9th, 2023 is season 61, episode 19. Lucy Coe has a very big decision to make. Of course, things are not going well at Deception, and Chase opens up to someone. Cyrus has a setback. Things don't go his way, so haha on that. And Nina Reeves gets a surprise that excites her. I wonder if it is her daughter saying that she will attend her wedding. We'll see. Finn issues a warning to his dad, Gregory Chase. Then we're on Tuesday, October 10th, 2023, which is episode 20 of season 61. Lois Cerullo is back in Port Charles on Tuesday. I am so excited to see Rena Sofer. I've seen in the comments here in our video section, some people don't remember Lois. She hasn't been seen in a good long time. Her big heyday was I think in the late 90s. She managed L&B Records, which was her label with Brenda Barrett. And she met Eddie Main before she knew he was Ned Quartermain. She saw Eddie out. She wanted to manage his career, and then they fell for each other. Later, she found out that his alter ego was Ned Quartermain, and she is Brooke Lynn Quartermain's mother. So it's kind of interesting with Eddie being Eddie and now Lois coming back. Realistically, Eddie should know exactly who Lois is. But then again, Eddie should also know who Tracy is, and he doesn't. So this selective amnesia thing is pretty weird. And we'll see more of how it comes out on Tuesday when Lois is back on the scene. Spencer gets an update on his dad, Nikolas. I'm sure Laura's going to tell him that his dad's been scraping money, and Spencer's going to find out, oh yeah, he is alive, and I'm not getting a plug nickel. Other than, I'm sure, his trust fund. Stella sets Felicia Scorpio up in her new volunteer role at GH, and Liz Weber has to make a confession. Also on Tuesday, Trina spends time with Curtis and Marshall Ashford, and that's very nice. Wednesday, October 11th is episode 21 of the current season. Scott Baldwin gets a new client. I wonder if it'll be Gladys. That would be funny. I hope he wouldn't rep her, but you never know. And Austin Gatlin-Holt is blackmailed. Cyrus is forcing him to follow orders, and I think it's because they have Ava captive now, and they know that Austin cares about her. Also, some other people are starting to figure out, oh, Ava's missing, and the search is going to start. Willow Tait is uneasy about something on Wednesday, and Josslyn Jacks is taken by surprise, and not in a good way at all. Thursday, October 12th on General Hospital is season 61, episode 22. Michael Corinthos is completely floored. This is the same day that Nina and Sonny's wedding is supposed to kick off. So I'm really wondering if Michael's contact at the SEC has come through and he's dropped the name of Martin Gray, because the person at the SEC should not know it was Nina. They should only know Martin's name, but Martin only has 2 clients in Port Charles. One's Valentine and one is Nina. All right, Selena Wu comes to see Curtis. I wonder if it's going to be more threats and more of her trying to drive a hard bargain to buy the Savoy. I certainly hope he doesn't sell it to her. And Portia Robinson gets news about her career. That's kind of interesting. And Joss and Dex go to Spinelli, aka the Jackal, for an assist. I'm always happy to see Bradford Anderson back on General Hospital. Spinelli is one of my favorite all-time characters. I hope it's not a one and done, just one episode, but that is what happens a lot of times. All right. Friday, October 13th is season 61, episode 23. Michael decides to be underhanded and play dirty. I wonder if he is going to ruin his dad's wedding. I have been really wondering if Nina and Sonny were going to get to say I do, and then the SEC reveal dragged on after their wedding, because so far it looks like Eddie's memory is still not back, and he's the only one aside from Martin and the now missing Ava who knows the truth that Nina dropped the dime to the stock cops on Drew and Carly. Also on Friday, Sasha reveals something big, and I wonder, what that could be. Maybe she's just confirming what other people suspected. And Christina finds herself surprised by Blaze. And Lucy and Maxie are looking at hiring a new face of deception to replace Sasha. And even though none of this is poor Sasha's fault, it's not a great look for a company to have somebody who's gone off the rails, ran someone down, stabbed someone else, and then has spent quality time in the local mental hospital. Finally, on Friday, Carly has a very frank chat with Sam McCall, and I'm guessing Drew is probably going to be the topic of conversation. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Even once Michael knows that Nina called the SEC or had Martin call the SEC on Drew and Carly, that should in no way impact Drew's prison sentence. It doesn't matter who reports the crime that you actually did. That doesn't affect your sentence. Now, if they can find some corruption tied to the judge, maybe he was bribed for the sentence, sure, that's fine. But just finding out that someone who hates Carly called to report the crime does not negate the fact that crimes were committed. Let's be clear on that. Hey guys, I am super excited about what's coming this week. If you have not already, please reach down, click subscribe, click a like if you enjoyed this weekly spoilers update, and definitely drop your comments. What are you excited to see? Do you think that Michael is going to get the info in time to blow up their wedding, or is Sonny going to put a ring on it? How do you want this to work out? And are you excited to see Lois back in town? There is so much to unpack next week. I'm really excited. Just by the way, even though the writers' strike is over, we are still operating under scripts written by the replacement writers. Since they shoot a month ahead, we should have a full month of replacement writer scripts, but maybe even longer. I don't know. The core writers had written I think 6 or 8 weeks of scripts ahead before they left. I would be surprised if the replacement writers had written that much. I'm guessing they were just probably scrambling to keep everything going, keep the wheels on. So I don't know how much longer we're going to have the replacement writers material. We'll have to watch the credits at the end of General Hospital to figure that out. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'll let you guys know when the material has switched back to the core writers so we can all look and see, is there a difference? Are plots slowing down? Are they picking up? Are they getting better? Are they getting worse? We'll discuss it here. Hey, thanks for listening and coming every day to talk about our favorite soaps. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.